Hey guys, welcome to Shake the Frost with Raymond. Finally getting back to this Eatons of Canada stove. I think the condition was pretty decent when I picked it up. I did have on a previous video a bit about it. I went to clean it up. The first thing that happened is the fuel cap O-ring split. It was total garbage in there, but it's quite a bit bigger than the Coleman. So this morning I tootle around YouTube land and I come across King Coleman on Vancouver Island. He's got a couple of these. Can't remember the name of who made it for Eatons, but they were also made by the same company for Montgomery Ward in the States as well. So he suggests an O-ring. So when I went looking for my O-ring kits, which I did find eventually, first thing I noticed was my grommet kit, which I use quite a bit with my electrical, going through the body and such. Doesn't cut the wiring. So I pulled out a couple. One of them seems to have the same outside diameter, and possibly, if I split it, possibly the same thickness. I think I'm going to try this before the O-ring. So let me play around with this, and I'll come right back and we'll see, maybe we can light this up and see what it needs. I sure would like to put this in the camp kitchen. I guess we're coming down to the couple weeks away from having to do the drive down south. 40 hours. I am looking forward to it. Doesn't matter how many hours. I'm just looking forward to the drive. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, well, that went quite a bit better than I had expected. Once I trimmed that half a grommet, it seemed to be about the same thickness. The inside diameter looked to be the same. The outside was too thick to go in the cap. I tried it, it was too thick. I grabbed a socket that had the very, very similar outside diameter to what the old gasket had. And I just trimmed it up until it fit in the cap. And it actually fits around that centerpiece, which is, the centerpiece has got a bit of a protrusion, so it actually fits down in the groove and actually into where the threads were, which, let's try it. I guess we need a bit of fuel. Crazy. Hope for the best, I guess. That hasn't been open for a while. I wonder if it's even... Yeah. What I noticed with the Eatons of Canada stove, a couple little differences over the Coleman. It's got its own little filter inside here, so you don't really need to use a funnel with a filter in it. And the actual workings inside when you're turning it. And the plunger, I guess the plunger's got a poppet in there instead of a check valve. It's a spring-loaded poppet. We're going to see if that works. But here's the little filter that fits inside the filler. That's kind of neat. Just drops right in there. I've got a little bit of fuel in there. Aluminum cap. Okay. seen a video earlier today where a gentleman had taken an old jack and had repurposed it for something. So a couple years ago, I was given an old jack, and it was made by Jeepers. I'll have to see what the year is on it, if I can read the tags again. But I'd like to do a video after this one showing what I've done with this jack, which is quite a big jack. But the cool story about the Walker company that made this jack, which is all mechanical, once hydraulic jacks took over and they were made a lot less expensive offshore, then Walker switched all their production. And do you know what they quit making jacks for? I'll tell you in the next video. It's kind of cool. Anyway, let's pump this up. I was told that when you pump it, it feels a lot different because the poppet is under spring pressure and not a ball. Definitely feels weird. Oh, that's coming loose. Definitely feels weird pumping it up. But I hope it's making pressure and not just something inside there. I think that's, I don't know. I can hear something. Also, what that King Coleman gentleman did is he removed it, showed you the pump setup, which is similar to the Coleman, but when he pulled that check valve or poppet out, it disassembles, and you can see the spring, and there's a little piece of rubber on it. He says you can replace. So if we can't get any pressure out of it, then I'll just come back to it and replace that with a little piece of rubber. But who knows how long this is sat, you know. Also, he pointed out over the Coleman that there was a little air valve that when you pull it out, it's opening at the burner, allowing you to light it. But he said that's kind of redundant because of the way they build this more like a lantern, and it's allowing you to light it easier, similar to the Easy Light. But of course, they can't use that name because Coleman had the rights to that. Let us see here. It's a neat, fairly clean little stove, so I'm hoping that it treats me well. Get rid of that for a second. Wow, this is neat. That's pretty cool how that comes out like that. To hold the wind deflectors, that's pretty neat. Well, let's see. Trying hard. Might need to change that poppet, I suppose. Yeah, maybe I'll take that apart and see what that little rubber piece looks like, and I'll get right back. All right, well, poppet was actually stuck in there. Wouldn't allow me to pressure anything up. So once I freed that little check valve, spring-loaded poppet, I was able to pressure it up. So I'm just waiting for the generator to heat up, hopefully. And we'll see if this gets a nice blue flame, and we'll try and light the other side too. So far it's promising to be able to cook whatever we need down south. And I think it's the right size to go in the camp kitchen. We designed it for that 4M, the 4M model, basically. Very exciting. Yeah, anyway, I think we'll just let this, I didn't even light a lantern today. That must be against the rules. I'll make sure I do that for the Jack tour. All right, thanks for tuning in today. We'll be right back to you, hopefully this afternoon, with a little tour of my bolt bin. Talk to you in a bit.